Hello and welcome to Value Chain TV News Update. I am Adalbi Ogwejofor with the news. And on the news update, residents of Ibadan, Oyo State have joined in the growing number of states recording public outcry over hardship in the country. Earlier, Kanu, Niger, Kogi, Kwara have all recorded mass action to protest against hardship from rising cost of living in the country. Meanwhile, the organized labor in Nigeria is gearing up for a nationwide protest on February 27th and 28th to address the country's cost of living crisis. The Nigeria Labour Congress (NLC) has demanded the immediate implementation of their agreements with the federal government, noting that failure to fulfill the promises within the 14-day ultimatum will trigger the protest. Our correspondent Ese Ufoma completes the report.
Ever heard of a hunger protest? Well, it's not just a punchline, but reality. From Kanu to Niger, Lokoja to Ilori and Ibadan. Hunger has forced Nigerians to hit the streets as labor also gears up for action. This brings us to the big question. What is the fate of Nigerians in these trying times? Come with me as we find out from Nigerians.
Based on what is happening, based on Nigerian government, protests, people going naked, protesting because of hunger, all those things, you understand? I don't think it will yield any fruit because the ones that they did last time, I didn't see anything, nothing came out of it, you understand? So whatever they can do, you understand me, to make the situation calm down, they should go ahead. But me, the one I'm in support. The one I'm not in support of it is going naked. You understand me? I don't think that's a better way to resolve it.
I think Nigerians asked for the harsh economic conditions, in the sense that we put ethnicity, religious, and above national interest during the past elections, and that's why we find ourselves in this position. If the government will listen to Nigerians, is to revert the harsh economic conditions.
We in Nigeria, I don't know, we have developed a thick skin, in the sense that most times when things are coming, we just try as much as possible to endure. So, but when you now find out that it is no more endurable, you now find people, maybe they start reacting ahead to what is going on. Will I say it will get that something will come out of it? I believe that the government can do something a little out of it. You know, there are some countries around the world, you know, this innovation for students, not only that you wait until you finish school before you start looking for one thing or the other to do. If somebody has that is where you can really do something, and at the end of the day, something comes and most people will not like to work.
Nigerians have voiced their grievances loud and clear. And for Nigerians, it's not just a protest, but a cry for help. For Value Chain TV, I am Ese Ufoma.
Cement manufacturers have said that a bag of cement cannot be sold for less than 7,000 naira due to the increasing cost of production affecting gas, import duties, bad road networks, smuggling, and the prevailing foreign exchange rate. This declaration followed a meeting called by the Minister of Works, David Umahi, with cement manufacturers following the high increase in price of cement. The producers, through representatives of Dangote Cement, Boa Cement, and Lafarge Africa, however, made the commitment to reduce the price per 50 kg bag from between 9,000 naira to 15,000 naira to between 7,000 naira and 8,000 naira, depending on the location nationwide. This review came after a meeting with the minister and his industry, trade, and investment counterpart, Doris Uzoka Anite, in Abuja. The Abuja Electricity Distribution Company, AEDC, has issued a 10-day notice to 86 establishments, including the Presidential Villa, ministries, departments, and agencies of the government to pay up over 47 billion naira debt expected to have been cleared as at December 2023 or risks disconnection. Among the list of debtors also includes the Chief of Defense Staff Barracks and Military Formations with over 12 billion naira debt, the Ministry of Finance with over 5.4 billion naira debt, and the Niger State Liaison Office in Abuja with 3.4 billion naira debt, among others. This move is coming even as electricity distribution companies continue to struggle with poor revenue collections nationwide. Some Nigerians spoke to Value Chain TV on the issue. The report.
Aso Rock is even on AEDC because AEDC is known. These electricity companies are known for non-supply of electricity. A place as important as Aso Rock will certainly have generators, multiples of generators that they depend on, not on AECD, that their light is not constant. See, before you even say somebody is owing you, you should also know how much supplies you've done. Are you telling me the villa doesn't have a prepaid meter? Obviously, if they are on ADC, they should have a prepaid meter, which automatically reads how much consumption they've done. I believe if this story is true, I think it's just another gimmicks of like inflating costs, then job for the boys to divide the money and go away. That is just it.
They were unable to pay their bills. So me as an entity, I'm in support. They should go ahead and disconnect them.
The Eastern Naval Command of the Nigerian Navy says the Navy saved the nation of 95 billion naira through the operations of the command between April 2023 and February 2024. This was disclosed in Calabar by Rear Admiral Olushola Oluwagbire during a parade to mark the end of his tour of duty as the flag officer commanding Eastern Naval Command. In January, the Nigerian Army said it destroyed 233 illegal refineries in the Niger Delta region and arrested 112 suspected oil thieves in 2023. The onslaught followed last year's ultimatum by President Bola Tinubu to the service chiefs and heads of security and intelligence agencies to crush perpetrators of oil thefts. There has been an increased onslaught on the oil thefts in the country. The United Nigeria Airlines UNA has raised concerns over the increasing operational costs and rising charges imposed by service providers, stating that one-way tickets would have to be priced at no less than 200,000 naira if the costs are passed on to passengers. Chief Operating Officer of UNA, Osita Okonkwo, criticized the proposal to increase ground handling charges by 500%, stressing the challenges faced by operators at privately managed airports like Asaba. Meanwhile, Jet A1 fuel prices have reached 1,530 naira in Kano, further impacting airline operators. The International Monetary Fund (IMF) has warned Nigeria of a potential 44% inflation rate due to the worsening of the naira. This was revealed in a report released by the International Monetary Fund, warning that inflation on Nigeria would increase if the federal government fails to implement substantial monetary policies. S.A. Ufoma completes the report.
The IMF, in its report, called on the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration to counteract currency devaluation and the impact of possible climate shocks on agriculture and food prices. The IMF said that given the absence of local production and the recent liberalization of commodity imports, the exchange rate would likely depreciate further by an estimated 35% in 2024. It added that this could contribute in a further sharp rise in inflation, peaking at 44% before monetary policy is tightened. Meanwhile, Nigeria's headline inflation rate climbed to 29.9% in January, according to the latest figures published by the National Bureau of Statistics. For Value Chain TV, S.A. Ufoma reporting.
And that's it on the news update. I am Adalbi Ogwejofor. Thanks for staying with us.